A spokesperson for the president said in late January those mystery of the drone sightings over New Jersey had been solved and that they were FAA authorized research aircraft of some sort.
That explanation did not fly, though, with some skeptics who've been digging into the sightings and asking why, if what the administration maintains is true, the FBI and other law enforcement agencies called in to investigate were not informed.
In the days leading up to Christmas 2024,
one was directly above her and one was to her left.
People were wondering about Santa in the sky.
There's two objects. It's really hard to keep on.
Instead, curiosity, anxiety, and fear over these strange lights in the sky.
We see these unidentified drones, if you will, in Ohio. We've seen them in Camp Pendleton. We've seen them in Langley Air Force Base.
Even NORAD was asked.
So there are so many government agencies involved in addressing drone activity, and sometimes that involves NORAD.
Nearly 3 months later, podcaster and journalist Gabe Lenners continues to focus considerable attention on the drones.
You're in the driveway outside your house. What was it doing?
It actually rotated, looking as if it was peering in.
His interest, in which he delves in the podcast obscurum, was sparked by a personal interaction on his family's western Nebraska farm.
If I got in my car, went out to the pasture in the middle of nowhere, looked up into the night sky and saw all of these flashing lights, like so many people in Colorado and Nebraska late 2019 and 2020. There were smaller red and white flashing lights, and then you had these larger orb kind of lights that were hovering. In some cases, it appeared to be 200 to 300 feet off the ground. And we're talking about, areas that are so remote.
But why there in such a rural area? Why anywhere? And what happened to make the vocal hysteria seemingly get muzzled within weeks?
On December 19th, the FAA issued temporary flight restrictions in 22 areas in New Jersey at the request of their federal partners. So they put these flight restrictions in place. And then on the 20th, they issued about 30 more.
Lenners' podcast deals with those mysteries head on.
The government has a duty to protect its citizens. It's important to get to the truth because some of these things are really impacting people's lives.
Now, Lenners' podcast has no solid answers yet for what's been going on, but he hopes by shining a light on the issue, more explanations may surface. And if you'd like to listen and judge for yourself, we have a link to the Obscurum podcast on our website, ktbs.com.